This is completely unreal. I'm staying in the worst part of town in St. Louis. Well, I did stay in. I from center of town last night. I was at the casino and I won technically $80 because I only put 20 in, but I won $80 at the casino. So I said, tonight I'm going to fully charge all my batteries, get a good shower, and get a bed with a, air conditioner, and I'm going to rent a hotel. So I go on Expedia.com and I rent this hotel. I drive 12 minutes out of the city to get to it, and I'm thinking it's close enough, and, it's $80. I figured it's okay. So I drive all the way out there, and oh my God, what a dump. What a dump. And it was a non-refundable $80 as according to the website. And I was like, so I get there and I'm like looking at it, and it's so run down on the outside. I'm like, am I going to be able to stay here? Like, what am I going to do? So I check in. I try to check in, and then the woman says to me, come, now mind you, this is like 5:30. She says, come back in 15 minutes. And I'm like, 15 minutes? Like, I'm checking in. So I wait for 15 minutes, and then finally I go back, and it's her again. And obviously she had something to do. So she broke in English because she's Indian. Nothing wrong with Indians, because she seemed to be nice, but just wasn't thoughtful enough. So, anyway, so I get the key, I give her my credit card for credentials, and I go into this room. As I'm walking up the steps, it's like there's shit outside everywhere. Like, it's unbelievable. Shit that's everywhere. Outside, like wood and bed frames and then the railings are all wood and they're all peeling. Everything is peeling. The flooring of the balcony is wood, and that's rotting away. I was like, what the hell? So I go into the room, and at first I didn't realize everything. I go into the bathroom, and the bathroom was nasty. I'm like, the tub was disgusting, and I was like, all right, well, obviously we're not getting a shower here. And I'm like, I can't get my money back, but there's an air conditioner, and the air conditioner is so dirty. And I'm like, well, I need to charge my shit, so let me just charge my shit. Fuck it, I'll lose my $80 because I'm not staying here, but I'm gonna charge my shit. There's Planet Fitness. So I start to charge my shit, and then I really look at the room. The walls have splatter shit that's been like water stains and dirt marks on the wall. Like, shit has been thrown on the walls, and they're mold around the edges and rotting around the edges of the bathroom flooring, and cracking, and no lampshades on, well, not lampshades, but light globes on the two globes lights that are on the wall. And I'm like, oh my God, this place is disgusting. So I started taking pictures, because I'm like, I'm going to fight this with Expedia, because I'm like, I just can't. There's no way. Now, when I first went in, I put my suitcase on the dresser because I would not put it on the bed, because the bedspread looked old and dingy, and the curtains were totally dirty. And it was, obviously, you could smoke in the room because it did smell of smoke, and there was an ashtray in the room. I was like, all right, this is a complete total dump. So I go ahead and I go ahead and I looked at the mattress, the bedspread, and there was spots on it. And I was like, yeah, they definitely haven't cleaned that. So I pulled the bedspread back, and I was like looking at, you could tell the sheets were not clean. They just like threw them back over the bed. So I was like, all right, so now we know this is really disgusting and we're really not staying, but I'm taking pictures because I'm going to fight this with Expedia because I'm getting my money back. There's just no way I'm dealing with this. And then, like, I had to fight with them 4 times. I had to go downstairs 4 times to get the remote. I mean, the Wi-Fi passcode because it just wouldn't work. And here, she kept writing it wrong. She was writing a G106, and it's 6106, but it looked exactly like a G. So, and then she's telling me to use a capital letter, and I'm using a capital letter G, and I'm like, so anyway, I finally got that. That's why I really didn't see the room at first when I was trying to charge my shit. And that's the reason I was there, to charge my shit. So, because it takes forever to charge the power bank in the car, and I need 5 hours of charging for that, and I'm not driving 5 hours. Like, I'm driving an hour and it's not charging. So anyway, so back to the room. So the bedspread's got spots on it, and I'm like looking at it, and then all of a sudden it's like I turned on the light and I looked at the floor going towards the bathroom, and it's tiled flooring. It's fucking blood. There are blood spots all over the fucking floor. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So now I'm like, I shouldn't be surprised because it looks ghetto as fuck. I mean, the whole outside of this motherfucker is like, all like, it's bad. It's that bad. I was like, that's it. I get Expedia on the phone. I've got like 40 pictures on, I put them on Facebook. I didn't make it private. If you're my friend on Facebook and you want to see them pictures, I will tag you in them because I don't want everybody to think that I stayed there, because I didn't stay there. There's just no way. So now I'm talking to Expedia, and I said to him, I'm like, look, I got like 40 pictures of this place. I said, it looks nothing like the pictures. I cannot believe you have this on the website. I'm like, I can't stay here. I'm like, there's blood on the floor, spots on the floor. It's on the bedspread itself. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's dirty as shit. I'm like, and then there was a towel folded over in front of the bathtub, and it had dirty footprints on it, so you know it's been used. Like, it was never clean. I was like, oh my God. And when you're walking on the floor, you could hear a creak, creak, creak. I'm like, oh my God, this place, unbelievable. But anyway, this part of town that I'm in, I've luckily found a truck stop, the only truck stop in the center area of St. Louis where I'm staying. I was able to find one close that I had to go 15 minutes out of the way further to get to it, but I did. But on the way there, there's like stop signs at every corner before the red lights. And I'm like, this is weird. And then on the poles, they have blinking blue lights. And I'm like, oh yeah, I am totally, definitely in the wrong area. And I kid you not, every time a car passed me, they're going through the stop signs without stopping. What makes it even worse, they're going through fucking red lights. They're red lights. The light could be red and they're driving up and they just keep going. They don't even stop for the red lights. It's like, how the fuck are they getting away with this? But obviously, there are no cops around here. So they are like rampant, fucking wild. And I kid you not, I drove 15 minutes from where I was in the casino, the Horseshoe Casino, and I don't know if I went left, west or right or whatever, you know. But anyway, I'm driving, and it's like they're just going right through the red lights, and I'm like, holy fuck, like, and then I had one car like ramming up behind me as I'm going up to a red light. I thought he was going to hit me because he swung around me and went right through the red light. I'm like, I've never seen such a thing in my life. Never, ever in my life. And I live across the bridge from Camden, New Jersey. Camden, New Jersey is nothing compared to St. Louis. This neighborhood, this area, this surrounding is ridiculous. So yesterday I did all that I wanted to do. So I saw the arch, I did the cruise, I walked the town, half of the town. I didn't do the other half because that's what I'm planning on doing today, I thought. But it's starting to rain. So I don't know if it's going to rain all day or not. But there's a market that I'm going to attempt to go to. I don't know what that's about neither. But, you know, they're the only things that I was going to do. And then I was going to head and maybe go to the Budweiser plant, factory, whatever. They have tours of the Budweiser factory. Well, I know they got tours of the factory, but they got different tours, and they're all expensive. But the one tour, because I don't drink it, I'm not going to go to the factory tour or anything like that. But they got a Clydesdale tour where you can go up and meet the Clydesdales personally and touch them and whatever, and see where they're kept and, you know, treated. And so I gotta like look back into that to see if I want to spend it, because it's $30 to go see a Clydesdale horse, and I don't know if it's actually worth it or if I really want to do it. So I'm gonna see about that. Otherwise, I really had nothing planned, you know, other than, well, that's not even planned. It's just the thought of going to that market. They got a Ferris wheel. And then there was a couple parks in the front center, and there was a war museum, which I'm not really into museums. So like, I technically never go to a museum unless I'm like extremely bored or it's kind of interesting to me. But yeah, so I don't know. I just may like drive out today, go right to Kentucky. Give me something to do, especially if it's going to rain like this. I'm sure as hell not staying here. But yeah, if you're my friend on Facebook and you want to see the Hotel from Hell, let me know. And I'll tag you in that folder so you can see it. All right, bye.